Yesterday, I received Egyptians who want to spend about $30 to $35 million setting up a drug manufacturing plant in the state. A company is investing up to $200 million in palm oil value chain. Respond to industrialization, given all the things that are happening, industries and that are coming back, those that had relocated earlier, new ones that are being set up. Even this morning, I received some investors that want to set up a CNG plant in Awaza. Yesterday, I received Egyptians who want to spend about $30 to $35 million setting up a drug manufacturing plant in the state. A company is investing up to $200 million in palm oil value chain, one of the biggest in the country, in the world. And then a beverage plant is already in place, and phases 2 and 3 are on at the moment. So you can see things happen.
Some states in Nigeria are still wondering whether Governor Alex Otti is using magic. What did Governor Alex Otti do differently that made foreign investment to locate Abia State? What did he do in Abia State that other states in Nigeria have not done? Is Abia State different from other states? Some days ago, Chinese investors visited Abia State to establish $145 million solar manufacturing plant in Abia State. And they said that $145 million is just for a start, that they are going to scale it up to or more than $900 million. And Governor Alex Otti has provided them with the land where the project will be built. And the project is expected to kick off very soon. Abia State will have more job creation. The market will keep expanding. The state's GDP will increase. I am still asking, what did Governor Alex Otti do differently that other states are not doing in Nigeria to attract such investment? If you check, since the beginning of this administration of Governor Alex Otti, so many investors have moved to Abia State and invested their money, and more investors are still coming in looking for a space in Abia State to invest their money. And the time is coming when some investors will come to Abia State to invest. They will no longer see any space to invest their money. They will start moving to villages looking for any space available. How was Governor Alex Otti able to achieve this? Making investors, especially foreigners, to come to Abia State to invest their money with full assurance and guarantee that everything they invested in the state is highly profitable. Now, look at what Governor Alex Otti did. He did not perform any magic other than good governance, giving Abia State a good governance, making the environment friendly for investment. Governor Alex Otti started by constructing access roads, connecting place to place in the cities with good roads, making sure that all the roads in Aba, in the cities, in Umuahia are in good conditions. He began to upgrade the environment, cleaning up the refuse in the cities, especially the huge refuse dumps in Aba. He cleared the city of the refuse, making Aba to look very clean and habitable, building one of the best bus terminals in Nigeria, providing electric buses for easy movement in and out of the city. If people are not moving freely in the city, in the state, making an investment in that city will be very difficult. Now, the most powerful thing among every other thing which Governor Alex Otti did, even federal government has never been able to achieve this. And Governor Alex Otti was able to shock Nigeria with such huge achievement immediately he assumed office. What am I talking about? The completion of geometric power. The first thing Governor Alex Otti made sure to achieve first, immediately he came into office, was making sure that geometric power was completed and commissioned. He was part of the funding of the project even when he was not the governor, and immediately he became governor. He worked very hard to make sure that the project was completed and commissioned. Since then, Aba has been having steady electricity, steady power supply, which no state in Nigeria has ever had such. Even the Nigerian Capital Territory, Abuja, no part of it has ever had steady electricity. Even the Aso Rock. Last time ago, everybody saw what happened. How Nigerian government budgeted billions of naira to set up solar inverter to power Aso Rock. And some Nigerians were asking, if federal government is looking for another alternative to power Aso Rock, what is going to be the fate of Nigerians who have been living in darkness? Only one governor in Nigeria, only one governor has been able to provide a steady electricity for his people, for his state. And you are still wondering why investors are trooping into Abia State to invest. Do you know how much it costs some companies in Nigeria, medium-scale factories, just to power their plants in a week? The money is too much. It's so much. That is why so many companies, so many industries have folded in Nigeria and left this country to another African countries. Some went to Ghana to set up their factories, their industries, due to epileptic power supply in Nigeria. In those countries, they have steady electricity, and that is why a lot of companies are leaving Nigeria, going to those countries to build their industry. And we have a man in Nigeria who has been able to solve this problem in Abia State. Aba has been having constant electricity, steady electricity, independent from national grid. There is nothing like NEPA in Aba, nothing like power holding company, nothing like EEDC or whatever in Abia State. What they have now in Abia State is geometric power. And the state is enjoying steady electricity, even though some part of Abia State are still connected with EEDC, and Governor Alex Otti is working seriously hard to make sure that the entire Abia State is connected to geometric power and get disconnected from national grid, which is EEDC. Serious work has been going on to expand geometric power to Umuahia, if it has not even been implemented as I'm speaking. Let me ask this question. If you are an investor, will you take your $1 billion investment to a state in Nigeria where there is no steady electricity? A state where you will be spending billions in a month just to power your plants and still pay taxes to the same government that did not provide electricity for you to run your company? Which investor can do that? Which investor can do such? It is not possible. It is not possible. Electricity is one of the key basic amenity, basic infrastructure that is needed for investment. It is a necessity and must be provided. If you want investment to grow in the country, there must be steady power supply. Don't be surprised. Few more years to come, people will not see a space to invest in Abia State because of what Governor Alex Otti has been doing in Abia State. If you go to Abia State, so many estates are coming up. House rents have been increasing due to high population of people moving to Abia State to do business. Just take a look at this video to hear directly from the people witnessing these things I'm saying.
Development is expensive. I've explained this thing countless times, but I will still keep saying it. My back, that is back adjacent, just came to pick some few things they are building there. They can pick some few things and all. And I met with the owner and I was just gisting him and all that and telling him I just moved here and we're discussing and all that. And I learned he got his land 10 million. He's not up to a plot. He got it 10 million. And to think when I got mine about 3 years ago, roughly 3 years ago, I got it for less than 2. And I got his own 10. I'm not trying to imagine where will you get land that is going to be up to that amount. And this for one of the few persons that used to ask me and all that. I got one for a friend in the UK. He wants to develop it. I got one for a friend in the UK. Inside bush. Got it for roughly 20-something million. inside though, she gets. But it's more outside than here. What am I trying to say in essence? Even currently now, they are renting flats in about 2-bedroom flats, millions, 3-bedroom flats in millions a year in about already. Places that 2 years ago they were rented 250, 350. My first self-con in Abia was rented for 120, and it was even considered expensive because there was self-con of 80k, 100k then, and now they are renting self-con for as much as 1,750,000. And if you go inside, it's more. They are renting it for, even my bush here, they are renting flats for 400k, 500k already inside my bush. What am I saying? Development is expensive. Abba is getting expensive. If you have a bush, if you don't have money to build, go and fence it or put beacon, secure it ahead.
Just give Abia State few more years. Some investors will not even see space to invest. People have been coming in and out of Abia State. Business is booming in Aba. A lot of economic activities are happening in Aba currently than so many other states in Nigeria because of developments brought about by Governor Alex Oti's administration. Everybody is seeing how investors are coming in every day by day to invest their money. Abia State is calm. The environment is very, very conducive. Coupled with the steady electricity, you don't need to wonder why investors choose Abia State over other states in Nigeria. Every investor will want to invest his money and make profit. Nobody will like to invest and will not see power to power his plant, his factory, and end up losing a lot of money looking for another alternative to power their company, their factories, plants, and or whatever. At the end of the day, you will pay workers their salaries and still pay taxes to government at the end of the day. All your profit will disappear into powering your plants. Before you know it, the company will fold and exit the country. And when this happens, unemployment will keep rising. The GDP of the state, the country, will tend to fall. Governor Lesotho is not only focusing on power sector. Serious work has been going on in Abia Airport to make sure that this project is completed in no distant time. And when Abia Airport is completed, you know the benefits. The economic activity in the state will increase. More investors will be coming in and going out of the state. And again, he's working hard towards building a seaport in Abia State, Obaku Seaport. Governor Lesotho is a man of vision. The man is a visionary leader. He sees ahead. Just few plans he made in the beginning of his administration is yielding this result we are witnessing today. Imagine what will happen when this man might have completed all his plans, all his blueprints in place, and now he is working on railway network. Initially, he was working on light rail, but along the line, he had to reconsider the decision by connecting the rail network beyond Southeast, by including some states in South-South into the rail project. So the rail network can connect some states in the South-South and Southeast. And this is a welcome development. This is the welcome development. Governor Lesotho is thinking beyond Nigerian standard, Nigerian mentality. The man has vision. Governor Lesotho is a man of vision. I don't think there is any governor in this country that is thinking or has the kind of foresight this man has. He is thinking far, very, very far, putting things together, implementing the decisions, policies that will ensure everlasting impact on the growth of economy in Abia State. He is not carrying out projects that will benefit people today and forget tomorrow. He plans for future. He plans everything he is doing in Abia State. He's doing it for future. He is not like other governors that will carry out a project just for today, doing some cosmetics work or doing things that will not go beyond 3 years, 4 years. This man is planning ahead. Everything he is doing is something that will benefit Abians many years to come. And that is the kind of leader we want in Southeast. Governor Lesotho is the kind of leader we want in Southeast. Other governors in Igbo land should learn from him. Seriously, tell me which governor in Southeast have ever thought that there is need for a railway network. But Governor Lesotho is thinking towards it and he is working very hard to implement it.
On rail, we had engaged a Chinese company which worked. That company worked and produce us a design. That design would link many parts of the state. But benefit of hindsight, we felt that linking parts of the state without thinking of neighboring states may not just cut it. So right now, our neighboring states, we are talking with them to see. So it will make sense if you move from Port Harcourt through Abia and then Umuahia, all the way to Enugu, go to Akwa Ibom, go to Imo, and so the southeast states and some parts of the south states are actually now talking to see how we can connect ourselves. Okay, so the rail that we wanted to do here would have been a light rail. But since there is a rail, the Port Harcourt-Maiduguri rail line, which had gotten to Abia, so as it moves, we'll be able to connect with each other. That is why it looks like there's a delay.